What should you be doing to play college soccer if you are a freshman? I just got off the phone with a freshman, and there are 3 really important things they need to do. And at the end of the video, I'll give you kind of a surprise that talks about really what they need to do from a club soccer perspective, given they're a freshman. So I'm just going to take the example of this particular student. What made them unique was this player was a very high soccer IQ, meaning they were very good at the soccer IQ part of the game, but they were young and short, and they weren't growing very much. So they were rejected from their MLS Next team, their MLS Next 2 team, as well as some ECNL and Elite Academy teams. Eventually, they did make an Elite Academy team, but it's in a really rural area. So you might be going, this is going to be a tough situation for this kid. And the answer is that is correct. And the college coaches don't care that you live in a faraway place. All they care about is winning soccer games. And for them to do that, they need to pick the best players they can. And to do that, they need to see you often. So then with the player like this, we have to take into consideration their benefits. Their benefits, or the pros, are they're good at soccer, they have a lot of video, and they have soccer IQ. And the reason we know they have soccer IQ is I watched the video, but they've already been told by Division I schools when he went to an ID camp, we're not allowed to talk to you, but wink, wink, we think you were really good. You just need some time. So now the coaches, in this case, it was at a school in University of Washington, which is a top 5 program, was like, look, you're very good. Maybe you're the level for us, maybe you're not, but we know your name. So that was excellent. Now they're going to have to go to more ID camps, and they're going to have to get genuine interest. So here are the 3 things I told them to do. Number 1 is they have a lot of video, but it's not organized in a really professional way. So they got to update their Instagram, they got to update their YouTube, and of course make their Instagram public, which should have been obvious, but really important. Second is their video that they currently have is a highlight video. Coaches only want 1 highlight video per year. Then they want what are called every touch videos. These every touch videos are to include both moments in which you don't touch the ball and moments when you do touch the ball. It's like a shortened version of the full game. Now, to pick out which clips to use and not use, that's usually when an expert comes in, but anytime you press really well or you make a good tackle and or make a good pass, you want to put that in the video, but you must put every moment in the video, including the moments you aren't successful. This is a full game to show who you are. Then remember, this player is a freshman, so the goal of this is for them to see the improvement. The mom asked me, like, is it too early? Should we wait? And the short answer is you can wait, but other freshmen are getting started, so you don't really have a choice. But more importantly, coaches love to see progression. They don't expect a freshman to be Division I level. They expect a freshman to be at an X level as a freshman, which this player is, and that's what I determined as a team, as a family, and they got other opinions from college coaches. But then I said, look, they want to see that in a year he's here, and in another year he's here. That's how you get committed. That's also how you get a scholarship early, because they're willing to make you an offer earlier because they know that in the next year after that, you're a safe investment. You'll do better each year and you're committed. The third point, which is they're going to have to go to camps, and a lot of them. If you live in a rural area, you don't have a choice. You have to go to more ID camps than otherwise. So with this particular student, I recommended Future 500, which is a really good camp when you have a 3.6 to 3.8 GPA and you want multiple schools to see you and you're a good soccer player. There will be D3 schools and D1 schools and some D2 schools. If you have excellent grades like 4.0, then you should probably go to Masters or 60, or there's even one called Top Academic, but they get booked really quickly, so you want to make sure you book them sooner rather than later. Now, going to mass ID camps is pretty easy to pick. I just gave you a couple off the top of my head for this particular student, but the real secret is in the genuine, because when you go to those mass camps, 99% of them are going to go, we liked you. Why don't you come to our individual camp? And maybe part of you's like, well, I wish I could have just done that through email. You know, why did I have to spend all this money at a camp just to get invited to another camp? The truth is, it's always good to get genuine invites. So if you go to a Future 500 and 10 schools say, hey, we really like you, could you come to our individual camp? Now you have 10 genuine invites, which is really good. But, you know, it is another camp. So what if you could minimize that process and instead send a bunch of emails and video to the coaches and say, hey, here's my video, etc. Are you looking for my position? If so, I'd love to come to your camp. Now the coaches can respond to you with, yeah, we would like to see you at our camp. We're looking for your position. And now you can just go to that camp. So with this kid, we're going to pick 1 to 2 mass camps because they're freshmen. And then we're going to pick 1 to 2 genuine invites, which will then come from the D3 schools only. Now, in saying that, they will also pick a Division I camp that's their dream school. In their case, they enjoyed UW. So they kind of got that out of the way. Dream school, D1. I want their attention on D3s. They have about a year to get as much Division III interest as they can. Then the following year, sophomore year, he needs to be emailing the D1 schools going to their camps pretty aggressively, as well as sprinkling in some other D3s. So then when June 15th comes, you have a chance to not only get a call, but when you get the call on June 15th by D1 school or D2 school, and they say to you, who else have you spoken to and what other coaches do you know? You can say, I've already had 3 or 4 phone calls with these Division III schools, and then the coach will go, wow, you're the real deal, even if you're not playing MLS Next or ECNL. And that's why I'm saying for this player, given where they are at, they're going to have to do this extra kind of work. So the secret I want to give you towards the end of this is, if you would like to know all the clubs in your area, if you go to my Instagram, Zev Football, and comment on any of the videos, the initials of your state, for example, CA for California, and then in one word, CA Club, you will find that you can then get access access to every club in California. Now, I'm constantly updating this list, so if it's not fully updated, don't freak out on me yet. It just I have to go find out which new teams are going to be MLS Next 2, which is constantly changing, etc. But this will really help you, and this is also true for girls. You can do the same thing. If you want more help playing college soccer, give me a call. A link's in the bio, and I'll talk to you soon.